Welcome back. Well, you've most likely heard that thunder out there and seen the lightning off in the distance if you've looked out the window. Right now we are tracking a cluster of thunderstorms that's becoming a little bit more linear, and it's actually starting to bow right here in the middle. You can see all this lightning just jam-packed. That's quite a few frequent lightning strikes. Again, that can also be pretty dangerous, but our concern with a system like this that it is starting to bow up, meaning that it's got a little bit of pushing going on in the backside and in the upper levels of the atmosphere, which means these are strong winds, straight line winds, not tornadic winds, but straight line winds pushing directly towards the Mississippi River and the areas just south of the downtown area. We could see winds exceed 60 miles per hour. That means damaging winds, possible power outages going into the evening hours. As you notice, we sit under a severe thunderstorm warning until 9:45. That includes East Baton Rouge, West Baton Rouge, and Iberville at this point. They could potentially extend it into Assumption, obviously later down the road, because this cell, it is holding together as we speak, and it looks like it's going to continue to push and stay a pretty solid form as it makes its way towards the east at this point. So as you notice, just to give you a little bit of timing here, Gardere area around 9:34, so that's about another 2 to 3 minutes. Again, that's we're going to start to see a lot of those storms in the area. We're right now in the Perkins Row area. You can hear all that lightning. We haven't had the rain quite yet, but Gonzales around 10:15, so a little bit later. 10:30 around Sorrento, Donaldsonville, we're looking at about 11, and then by the time we really get to about midnight, a lot of these storms will be out of the viewing area because this system is also trucking directly towards the east now at 40 miles per hour. At least it's a fast mover. So yes, it is dropping a bunch of rainfall out there, but it's not doing too much damage just because, again, this thing is moving. We're not seeing those, at least the flash flooding concern is not the biggest of issues. So, but I do want to point out, and again, you can kind of see the bright greens kind of associated with the brighter reds out here. Keep an eye on a pocket a little bit further south here, but more so, again, we're not getting rotation. We're just kind of getting more of a broad area, and that's why the concern is that we're going to be seeing those very strong winds moving into the capital area within the next probably 10 to 15 minutes. And as you see here, a lot of heavy rainfall. Obviously, this is just an estimate, but as you see, some areas are saying 5+. I doubt it. I'm going more in the 1 to 2 inches of rainfall per hour in that main cell as it drives towards the Mississippi River. So we're keeping a very close eye on it, and again, you'll see those storms quickly race through. They'll be out of here by midnight, and then after that, the winds will begin to shift a little bit, and then we'll start to cool things down as we move a little bit forward. Tomorrow should actually be a very decent day. However, stay weather aware once again as we make our way into Saturday. The potential for more severe weather. We're already sitting under a slight risk. That's 3 days out. 4 days out, we're also under the concern for more severe weather. And 4 days out, that puts us on Easter Sunday. You can see here, Sunday, luckily, current model estimates and right now are kind of putting us in a little bit of a lull in between. So that means early morning, we should be fine for those sunrise services and egg hunts. But by the time we move back into those afternoon hours, well, expect those storms once again to pop before we start to quiet things down heading into early evening. And again, just to show you the long range here, we're talking a slight risk. This is for Saturday, and then notice what happens by the time we get into Sunday at this point. Obviously, a large area for the possibility of severe weather. It's definitely likely going into the weekend as all the ingredients are currently there that we could be seeing a pretty big show this week, and that's why you need to stay weather aware and have a game plan just in case. And also, just like this evening, be ready to find that safe spot if necessary. You have that, again, nowhere to go. In fact, somewhere well away from windows just in case if there is some flying debris. We're obviously going to continue to monitor that thunderstorm very closely that's just about to be on our doorstep. We'll have more updates, obviously, a little bit later on in the show. Back to you guys.
All right, Jesse, thank you very much.